Greetings, beautiful friends. Happy Monday to you. Here we are with our usual Monday check-in and our inner compass forecast for the week ahead. And here is the first one for the month of August. Before we get into pulling cards, you've watched these before, you know I like to just feel into and share with you and riff a wee bit about the phase of the moon. The phases of the moon is such an important part to this whole idea of getting in touch with your inner compass. You see, the phases of the moon are actually what's affecting our choices and our emotions and our moods and our decisions and our choices. Whether we sit and take a wee bit of time to integrate that or not, it's still there. So I don't know about you, but I feel like it's a bit of a more empowering piece to just be aware. You get to choose whether you do something with this energy or not. So this week is very potent. We're stepping into this new month of August. August is such a empowering, powerful month. We've got the Leo season. We've got the powerful 8-8 or Lionsgate energy coming in on Saturday. So that's why I think that this is such an important juncture that we're sitting into right now. Right now, the lunar effect that we will be guided by or be influenced by is the last quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Taurus, which happens on the 6th. And of course, we get affected by these phases a little bit before and a little bit after. So with this being the last quarter phase, this is the last piece of letting go before the lunar cycle starts all over again. We've got the new moon coming in next week. But before we step into this Lionsgate energy, it's powerful influence on intention setting, on manifesting your truest, deepest desires. So with this energy this week, the last quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Taurus, we are being invited into looking at what is it that you may be been holding on to, and it could be an idea, a pattern, a habit, a relationship, a connection, it's just always got to be this way type of thinking. Sometimes we hold on to things because that's just the way we hold on to things, or we have this belief that if I hold on to this pattern, this connection, this relationship, this path, then I'm safe. Taurus energy is very much about security and safety. In this energy of letting go, maybe it's time to, if you're holding on to something because you should or because you've always done it this way, can you release and let go? Because that's what Taurus is kind of going, oh my gosh, I'm not safe if I release this. However, look at that. Releasing it allows you to receive more of what you really truly want. So this could be a time to just really check in with yourself. And of course, the habits, the connections, the tribe that we have around us, those that do serve us, that's great. Hold on to it. But just check in. Check in to see what is the reasoning behind your choices. And maybe it's time to let some of that go. Release it. If anything that I say on these sessions confuses you, triggers you, discombobulates you, and you need a wee bit more support, reach out to me. The idea of release and let go needs to feel aligned and true and in integrity with your authentic nature. There's no shoulds here. And you know the other thing too that I just thought of? Sometimes when we get clear on, oh gosh, you know, that connection or that way of operating isn't serving me, sometimes we can get into shaming ourselves or being guilty or I wish I'd done something bigger, better, different. Don't do that. That we are always in the right place at the right time, and we are always doing the best we can with what's in front of us, with what's running through us. So you're never doing anything wrong. Sometimes, you know, I was just having a conversation with somebody the other day, actually it was probably yesterday, we were talking about getting clear on what you want. If you And many people do this. If I say to you, what do you want? And you say, well, I don't want this, and I don't want this, I don't like that, and I don't. Okay, good. Stay there for a moment, just for a moment. Because sometimes when we get the clarity on what we do not want, that can actually help us gain more clarity. And this is why it's so important, is gain that clarity as we start to step towards that Lion's Gate energy. Take a nice deep breath. Powerful stuff. I hope you can feel that, and I hope you're feeling your right rhythm with all of this. You know, one of my favorite questions, and it suits so many different evolutions and becoming. How does this make me feel about me? How does this make me feel about me? So this connection, this decision, this choice, how does it make me feel about me? That immediately allows you to press pause for a wee moment and just feel into. You can even do it with your hand on your heart. How does this make me feel about me? Now, sometimes that will kind of bring up, oh, I feel nervous, I feel anxious, I feel weary, I feel worried. Those are times for you to really drop into what's the guidance, what's the choice. Whereas if it feels in alignment, it feels like there's an uplift, there's a, what am I going to discover? We don't want to get too stuck in our head. That's why I'm saying with this inner compass idea, it's here. Come home to your heart space. Okay, take a nice deep breath. And now we'll get into pulling some cards. So the first deck that I use for these sessions with you is my Letting Go guidance system. Of course, this week is very much about letting go. Letting go, but also cultivating a sense of trust and ease in letting go means I'm aligning, I am allowing in more light, more connection with my soul's wisdom. So where can we start looking at letting go? Oh, the good one. This one is approval of others. Approval of others. How does that come up for you? Sometimes we get into, and that's actually something that could be sneaky. You know, you're holding on to a connection or a relationship or a I don't know, just a connection because I only feel good about myself if they say I'm good enough or they approve of it, without you checking in and saying, other people's opinion is actually none of my business. What's most important is, how do you feel about you? If you feel in integrity, in connection with your higher self, in connection with your purpose, that's all that matters. And that is the potent power we are stepping into. That's what your purpose is. Get clear on who you are, what lights you up, what gives you joy, what makes you feel like you are in the right place at the right time. Other people's opinions, everybody's got an opinion. That's their stuff, not yours. So take a nice deep breath. Let's see what tarot wisdom wants to come up for us here. Beautiful. The tarot card is the Lovers. I love that energy. Actually, that feels really aligned with that. What I was just saying about the Taurus. So Taurus is, the ruler of Taurus is Venus. So that's beauty. The Lovers really help us lean into, are you looking at yourself? Are you accessing your connection to your higher self, your connection to source energy, your connection to the love that's coming through you, for you, through you? Are you feeling connected with that? Okay, take another nice deep breath. And now I'm going to pull 3 of the Healing with the Angels cards to see what powerful energies wants to come through here. Oh yes, that's a card that comes up a fair bit. Watch this. Spiritual growth. That is so perfect with that Lion's Gate energy. We're doing the prep work for it. This week we're doing the prep work for that. And it is about our spiritual evolution, our up-leveling, our stepping in to our new way of being. Can you be your new love? Maybe, just maybe, if you recognize things that aren't serving you anymore and you let go, you might recognize the receiving of something that totally, totally light you up. And of course, it's about being your own best friend. That's something that's really important in all of this too, is remember, you are enough and you are deserving of your own unconditional love and acceptance. That's what we're all looking for. It doesn't happen outside of us. When it happens outside of us, that's a bonus. But we have to love ourselves first and foremost. Come home to your loving nature, the truth of you. And then together, we can actually allow each one of us to feel the potency of what that means. Oh, trust that makes sense. Like I said, if I've triggered you, if I've confused you, or you need some more support or guidance, just put it in the comments below or message me directly. These are powerful, empowering times that we're living in. Collectively, when we calibrate to our own truth, our own guidance, that helps up-level the collective. And that's kind of what we're all doing. Walking each other home in our own flavor, our own rhythm, our own right way. So take a nice deep breath. I'm just about ready to send you off into this awesome week ahead. First full week of August. But before I do, I'm going to pull one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth, because I think you've kind of got the vibe of that. That's what this is all about. This is what we're doing, is we're accessing, acknowledging, getting in touch with the truth of who we are at the deepest core. So let's see what card wants to come up for us to seal this session. And it's I am reflective. I like that. I actually like the fact that it's the number is 39. There's potency in there too. So I am reflective. I recognize that qualities I see in others are simply a reflection of what is within me. When I see the things I like in a person, I have a look within too. This way I share and shine my light. That's beautiful. That feels really very much in alignment with this whole idea of let go those things that you're only holding on to because if I don't hold on to it, I'm not safe. Maybe you are. Maybe that's an outmoded story and it's time to put it down and let it go. I wish you a superb week ahead, and I will be back again with you next week. Thank you for watching. Have a fabulous week.